Thanks for joining St. George News at 8. I'm Scott Beadle. Mesquite SWAT and crisis negotiators responded to a man who barricaded himself inside his home with children after firing a gun into the air Monday night. Around 9 p.m., officers were dispatched to the house on 1st South Street in Mesquite after multiple people reported a man, 34-year-old Elvis Roman, was standing on the sidewalk shooting a handgun into the air. Police say Roman then barricaded himself in his home and refused to leave or let officers check on the children inside. Crisis negotiators were able to get Roman to peacefully surrender and to allow the officers inside, though Roman continued to make threats to police. Officers say they found a handgun and a shotgun in the home. The children were unharmed. Roman was arrested and faces charges for discharging a firearm in city limits and for resisting police. A woman allegedly targets an elderly widow, tricking her into liquidating her assets to redeem her prize money in a sweepstakes scam.
Crimes like this turn our values on their head. In America, we cherish and revere our elders. We do not exploit them. The defendant in this case left her morals at the door and exploited a dear elderly member of our society, of our community.
I've always believed this, but I didn't follow it. If it sounds too good to be true, it usually is. And if you have to send money to get money, that's a red flag. And you know how I had to send all this money? It was cash, and she says, wrap it in a t-shirt or something, put it in a box, and send it to an address that she would give me. And I think it was closer to 184 instead of 161. Well, the hardest thing was, she says that I couldn't tell anybody. And I don't keep anything from my kids. And so that was the hardest part. And I just wanted to help my family, my kids. And she was so nice to me. She literally became a friend. And you can't imagine a friend doing things like that to you.
The vulnerable in our society are marked for their trusting nature, for their not being as tech savvy as some of the rest of us, and the fact that they are kind and that they answer the phone.
If there is anybody out there that is involved in something like this, not just this, but any scam, get a hold of the FBI.
A Utah family finds $10,000 on their land, not in cash, but in the form of an elusive stone hidden by an athletic club offering money to anyone who found it.
I was shaking so bad. I almost couldn't dial the number to call to tell Summit that I had found it. It slowly started kicking in as the crowd kind of got bigger and everybody kind of started drawing in, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is real, and I'm wearing this shirt. I won $10,000. Like, this is insane.
The clues are really easy to find. We've partnered up with Canyon Media, and they have them on all of their apps, 94.1, Coney Country, 95.9 The Hawk, our Summit Facebook page. There's a Summit Clue discussion page, which is really kind of evolved into a really neat culture of people helping each other. You can listen to 94.1 at 8:15. They bring the clue out 15 minutes before anybody else. So if you want to get a jump, you can jump on 94.1 at 8:15 in the morning, and they have great discussions about the rock as well.
And I was actually waiting for my husband to bring me some water when I was standing on top of a boulder, and I had this impression to look underneath, and sure enough, there was the Summit Rock underneath, and I pulled it out. And so it just happened to be pure in-law intuition. We just got married like 3 months ago, so we're gonna hopefully try to save a little bit, maybe pay some things down, but we're definitely gonna go on a trip.
Summit Athletic Club's been doing this with Canyon Media now for 5 years, and we're super excited what it's turned into. We've given away $75,000. 3 people only got $5,000. If you're wearing the shirt, you get $10,000. Our first rock was found. We have 2 more weeks. So this week we've already started. Today was clue number 1, and tomorrow will be 2, and by the end of this week it'll be found. It might be found tomorrow. These are pretty aggressive clues. People have come out in groups and they work together. I saw this morning on an app they were looking for somebody to hunt with, and they were splitting money, and people are using apps and counting their steps. I saw somebody with over 20,000 steps, and it really is the neatest form of exercise. Exercise doesn't have to be horrible and hard and you have to hate it. This is something that you can enjoy and have fun. Riding a bike, walking a trail, you know, spending some time using your brain. This whole rock thing's about promoting a healthy lifestyle, getting into people's homes and befriending them. And I love people. Summit Athletic Club loves people. Canyon Media loves people. And that's really the whole reason behind this, is because it's turned into much more than just looking for a rock. The winner, I mean, it couldn't have had a better winner, but I say that every time because they're so grateful. They're out there just loving life, and that's what it's all about, is, you know, you exercise and you feel a little better. And if we can sneak up on you and make you exercise, and then all of a sudden you're like, wow, I want to go do that again. Summit Athletic Club is a good place to come after you want to get out of the heat. So we appreciate you guys, Canyon Media, and all of the people that actually hunt and participate with us, and we just enjoy the energy.
Chief Meteorologist Chris Summers has your Southern Utah forecast right after this.
The weather tonight is brought to you by AWI Networks, smarter internet.
And welcome back, everyone. A good Tuesday evening to you. Got to take a look at a viewer photo sent into our website from Mike G out at Lake Powell. You can see just a few clouds out there, but some beautiful temperatures. But on the hot side today, that's for sure. Saw those temperatures very warm across our area into the triple digits in some regions. So maybe a great day to be out on the lake too. Enjoy maybe a little lake breeze and maybe help cool temperatures back just a few degrees around Lake Powell. But here's a look at some of our temperatures across our area today. Even got to 90 degrees in Cedar City. Late this afternoon, 99 degrees a high temperature in Hurricane, 100 here in St. George, 105 in Mesquite, and 104 degrees. The high temperature in Las Vegas. It looks like these hot temperatures hang around at least one more day, looking like triple-digit heat as we head into our Wednesday across parts of southern Utah. And then maybe slightly cooler temperatures try to get back in here just in time for the upcoming weekend. But for tonight, we'll see mainly clear skies out there. Cedar City drops back into the 50s. 51 degrees expected low in Cedar City, otherwise upper 60s to low 70s from St. George to Mesquite to Hurricane as you wake up on Wednesday morning. Now Cedar City will get back up to the upper 80s by the afternoon hours of our Wednesday. Again, seeing lots of sunshine once again, partly to mostly sunny skies. Still a little breezy by the afternoon as our south-southwest winds could pick up to 20 miles per hour. In St. George, that will go for 100 degrees once again, triple-digit heat across our area. Lots of sunshine in the forecast, and those west winds will pick up in the afternoon, much like we saw today with those gusty winds. That'll bring those temperatures into the triple digits here in southern Utah. So what else can we expect to see? Well, really more of the same. Even as you get to Thursday or so, may not be quite 100, but probably upper 90s in most areas by Thursday afternoon. Now, we do get a little bit cooler for the weekend. No big cool down, unfortunately. It's still going to probably be in the 90s in most areas, but probably low 90s as we head to Saturday and Sunday compared to the upper 90s to 100-degree temperatures we've been seeing the last couple days. And the reason for all the hot weather is high pressure system down to our south in Arizona, bringing the hot, dry weather right into not only our area, but actually a good portion of Utah, even Nevada, even seeing the hot weather get over into parts of Southern California as well. Triple-digit heat expected as we head through the next couple of days. And as we get into tomorrow, then Cedar City and areas to our north will probably be in the upper 80s to low 90s. Again, Enterprise about 90, 89 degrees the high in Cedar City. And again, Newcastle about 91 degrees as well. Partly sunny skies, a little breezy. Those winds do pick up. Still going for 100 for St. George. 99 degrees the high temperature forecasted for Hurricane. Still 104 Mesquite and Littlefield as we head into our Wednesday. 7-day forecast for Cedar City, upper 80s, continue Thursday, Friday. But by the weekend, we do drop back into the low 80s and could see a little rain move in late Sunday, early Monday. And yeah, looking next week in the low 70s by Monday in Cedar City. Now, St. George and southern Utah will stay near 100 for Wednesday, even upper 90s around on Thursday, too. Now, weekend, a little bit cooler, but again, no big cool down, but still in the low 90s on Saturday and Sunday. Then next week is really when we get some very nice weather back in here. Looks like mid 80s for highs on Monday, and then upper 80s by Tuesday of next week. So definitely seeing some better weather early next week if you don't want the hot weather. Getting temperatures back to near average early next week. But anyway, look at that pretty dry weather continuing next couple of days. And yeah, we're going to go for 100 once again here in St. George on Wednesday.
But then tapering off from those triple digits.
Yeah, a little bit. We're going to see a little bit of cool down. Not so much weekend, low 90s still, but next week you're going to definitely like those 80s next week.
All right, thanks, Chris. We'll be right back. Growing old isn't so bad when you have the company of good friends. At least that's what the Dixie High School class of '55 will tell you.
We are here today to celebrate the Dixie High School class of 1955 80th birthday party, because all of us in the class of 1955 turn 80 this year. And we thought, okay, if you were to have a 80th birthday party, who would you want to have it with? And we decided we would want to have it with everyone else turning 80. So in June this year, we decided to turn this barbecue time into a big 80th birthday party. And it's just been ballooning since then. Really, really fun. And we have classmates from all over the country here. The interesting thing about it is we have something so unique here. There were 105 of us. Because we have a classmate that lived in the Silver Wreath Museum when he was growing up. Can you believe that? And he is a curator at that museum and helps keep it going and does guided tours through it. We have about 28 classmates that are homebound and really unable to come. And so we had different classmates call and visit with each one of them. And so they're going to report and what's happening in those classmates' lives.
Well, you want to be careful, because if you talk to her very long, she'll have you on a committee.
It's already happened.
Thanks for watching.